Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto news edition. My name is Stephen Aitchison and we're going to be looking at the news that are making headlines in today's crypto world. So I'd like to give a big shout out to Deb, one of our Brown admins, Rob, Brown admins, James, one of our Brown admins, and Mike D, one of our Brown admins as well, who's supplying a lot of the news today. So they collect the news, give it to me, show it to me, and I kind of collect news myself and share it with you as well. So I'd like to give a big shout out to the Brown admins in general. So we've got Kim as a Brown admin, we've got Rob, James, Adeb, Jimbo, Mike D, we've got Davey Stewie, and we've got Sean Louisiana as well. So thank you very much to all the admins. Okay, on with the news. We'll just go to CoinMarketCap first and just see what is happening over in the world of crypto. So we'll just refresh this. Bitcoin has gone up to $8,008 at the moment, so it's climbing again. It did go down, but it's climbing back up again. We've got an overall market capitalization of nearly 257 billion. Now that's gone up just about a billion over the last couple of hours since I've done the ride this morning. We've got Bitcoin dominance down slightly to 55.3%. Who's the winners and losers? We have Zcoin up 30%, Wax, Egretia, KuCoin shares, Cardano, all in double-digit greens today. Cardano doing brilliant as well. Who's the losers? Aurora Coin, Mona, Nebulas, Zilliqa, Inside Chain, Mixin, Elf, Hollow, Chainlink, and Digibyte all down as well. Not that many in the red just now. Not that many at all. We've got about 10% in the red, 90% in the green. So markets overall are looking good. Okay, I'll have a look at the charts. Bitcoin, $8,011 at the moment. We can see this support line here. And this support line is getting steeper as we move through the months. So from kind of January onwards, I've had to move the support line there because it is getting steeper, which is a bullish sign for the Bitcoin price. I still think we're going up to $11,000, but it's just getting slower and slower to get there. However, it's following this line here, the support line here. So it's looking okay for Bitcoin just now on a daily chart. We've got the 70 EMA above the 50 EMA, which is really good. And it's above the support line, which is kind of in the middle of it. So Bitcoin still looking good. Just where can Bitcoin go and when can we expect this $11,000? Round about the 17th of July. If we keep going the way we're going just now. So we can expect it probably about 3-4 weeks time up to $11,000. It sounds crazy just now to think there's going to get to that, but I still think we're going to get to that. Tone Vays, I heard him speaking this morning, that crypto winter is still not over. So I have to look at two sides of this as well. Okay, on with the news. This is from coinspeaker.com, just saying better than Jesus, CCN came back from the dead. So this was the story, I don't know if you've seen this the other day, the CCN, which is cryptocoinsnews.com. They changed it to ccn.com. They've actually came back from the dead. They're not closing down now, and they've now been they're now in Google search engines. So in less than 3 days, quicker than the Son of God himself, crypto website CCN came back from the dead, saying that cryptocoinsnews.com, the previous domain, is reappearing in Google searches. So this week began sadly for crypto media community. One of the prominent members of website ccn.com decided to shut their door and stop working thanks to Google updates. So if you don't know, Google has kind of had a major kind of search engine update, and it's, I don't know if it's targeting kind of crypto news sites, but a lot of the news sites have gone down. The traffic has gone down. CoinDesk dropped by 34%, Cointelegraph by 21%, and CCN by an enormous 71%. So they're not closing after all. It seems that his tears fell on fertile ground because in less than 3 days, they came back from the dead saying that CryptoCoins News, the previous domain, is reappearing in Google searches. And Bork Grenovic says this was a massive surprise for us as I personally requested a domain name change in 2017 from cryptocoinsnews.com to ccn.com. Since that change, cryptocoinsnews.com was effectively absent on Google. Now it's back and is inexplicably using recent 2019 articles from ccn.com. So it's a bit of a strange one, that. Cardano, we were going to look at Cardano as well, has had a big jump up. So since the crossover, they've had a jump up of 11.35%, and they're going for it today. 1165 Satoshi has had a high of 1178 Satoshi. So it's actually broke previous resistance there around about the 1135 Satoshi mark. Next resistance level would be around about this level actually. So if it can sustain this and break through it, it looks like Cardano is going to keep on rising. From here, we'll look here. You can see here 1172 is previous resistance. This is on the 4-hour chart. We'll go to the daily chart. And the closing resistance was previously 1166. It's broke through that already. And so it could make its way up to 1300 for Cardano, which is brilliant news for Cardano holders. So that's good news there. Okay, this is the news that Ripple welcomes 2 to 3 financial institutions on an average each week. So Ripple, a leading fintech company, we all know that enables cross-border settlement, recently announced that the firm has expanded its operations to Brazil, the largest country in South America. The announcement also gave insight into the growth of its payment settlement network. The official statement read, Ripple's enterprise blockchain solutions enables a better user experience with more agility, transparency and lower cost for cross-border payments. Ripple, the global leader in enterprise blockchain solutions for cross-border payments, launches operations in Brazil to expand its footprint in South America. So Ripple is experiencing dramatic growth, adding an average of 2 to 3 new financial institutions to RippleNet each week. The company saw more transactions on the network in quarter 119 than it did in all of 2018. In 2019, Ripple was focused on growing its customer base and team in Brazil and across South America. So Ripple is growing all the time. Its price is not growing at all. So XRP, BTC, we'll look at the chart very quickly. 4,950, what does that mean? It means there's a time to top up even more. Yep, on the daily chart, it looks you would not have got in since kind of beginning of January. If you look in the daily chart, there's no crossover, there's no indication to say it's going to go up apart from this rise of about 40% that kind of quickly fell back. There's no indication to say it's going to go up. Good, that's a great thing. People are selling, all the more for people that are buying as well. So I think this is going to explode sometime. I've been saying it for ages. It is going to explode. Don't know when, but this is a good time to pick up some more XRP at these prices. So that's good news for XRP lovers. But here's a bit of bad news, possibly bad news. However, we'll have a look at this. Bad news for Ripple is Visa enters cross-border payments market. This is from Bitcoinist.com. Visa has launched a blockchain-based platform for cross-border payments between financial institutions. This sees it enter the increasingly crowded marketplace that Ripple has been trying to carve for itself. So it's just going on about this and says Visa B2B Connect, as it's called, is built on the Hyperledger Fabric blockchain software from IBM and Linux. The company developed a blockchain-based solution to increase transparency and traceability, although obviously the platform is not decentralized. So Visa has actually come back and said the B2B Connect transaction will settle quicker in 1 to 2 days. 1 to 2 days. So they think, or people are going to be saying, "Oh, this is the end of Ripple. This is the end of XRP," and then you see this line. Visa says that B2B Connect transactions will settle in 1 to 2 days. Remember, XRP settles in 1 to 2 seconds. There you go. Enough said. So this was a kind of nice story. Austrian Postal Services releases crypto collectible stamps. So the Austrian Post has released a line of crypto collectible stamps according to a press release on June the 11th. According to the press release, the so-dubbed crypto stamp is the first stamp in the world to be authenticated via blockchain technology. The Postal Service has reportedly issued 150,000 copies sold at $6.90 a piece. €6, sorry. When purchased, the stamp set comes in 2 parts, as pictured below. The left part, which is stylized with a unicorn associated with Ethereum, functions as a standard stamp that can be used to send mail. The right section, on the other hand, contains the credentials used to authenticate the crypto collectible via blockchain. So I thought that was quite a cool story. that, and quite an innovative way to kind of advertise as well from the Austrian postal service. So I thought that was quite cool. Tether mints $150 million worth on Ethereum, not on Bitcoin, on Ethereum. So Tether's just authorized the issuance of 150 million USDT on Ethereum's blockchain earlier today, with a fee of just 43 cents, was paid to create 150 million worth of ERC20 tokens, with Tether's market cap now rising to above $3.3 billion. So this is authorized, not issued, but authorized. Paolo Duano says, BitMEX CTO said, meaning these Tethers were created in a treasury wallet that will be used to fulfill future issuance requests. So I'm not sure why that is, or why, and this article doesn't really go on to explain it either, but I'm not sure why they've done it on Ethereum instead of Bitcoin. So just thought I'd share this news with you as well. I don't know if it means a price increase for Ethereum or if it's anything to do with that at all, but it's just strange that was kind of issued on the Ethereum kind of network. So we need to wait and see if there's any further details about that. Gaming giant Ubisoft takes its first steps towards bridging the gap between crypto and the gamers. So the news was revealed by a local French publication that detailed Ubisoft's determination to identify the potential applications of blockchain in gaming. And the article also confirms the Ubisoft team has already identified a suitable use case that can be put into practice. And the report read, the idea is to give a digital existence on the blockchain to the items, accessories available in video games, which I think is a really good use case. Content that publishers monetize, which constitute a manner more and more colossal for the actors of the sector. So I think that's a good use case for Ubisoft. So they're obviously looking at that just now. More and more evidence that crypto is not going away, that more and more people are using it, more and more people are getting into technology of blockchain as well. So good news for the cryptosphere as a whole. Bancor joins Binance and BitMEX and coin markets in data, aims to enhance accountability reporting standards. So the world of cryptocurrencies has gone through a lot of controversies recently, with the latest one involving exchanges allegedly fudging trading volumes and possibly manipulating them. To combat this, CoinMarketCap had launched the Data Accountability and Transparency Alliance, which is data aimed at enhancing accountability and increasing reporting standards across the blockchain industry. So the alliance has managed to get a lot of major crypto players on board, including Binance and BitMEX. The latest addition is Bancor, the popular decentralized liquidity network, has come on board as well. So that's good news for exchanges, good news for Bancor as well. BitMEX observes increase in attacks on accounts, stresses security measures. So Hong Kong-based peer-to-peer, BitMEX has reported an influx of attacks on user accounts credentials, according to an official blog post on June 11th. In addition to covering a litany of best practices for user security, the cryptocurrency exchange stressed the importance of using two-factor authentication. Can't believe nobody's using, or a lot of people are still not using two-factor authentication. The report summarises 2FA as follows. I'll put links down below for you as well on this video. Okay, that's it for this news. We'll just go back to the Bitcoin price, $8,013 just now. I'm going to quickly look at Pundi X. Pundi X, we're looking to say that's going to go up 100%, I believe, in the next by the end of June, middle of July. I'm kind of expanding that date more and more. But I think within the next couple of weeks, we're going to go up 50 to 100% for Pundi X. And it's still not really changing much just now. Very slow to kind of trade Pundi X, but I think it's going to be worth it if you're in it for 2 or 3 weeks, or if you're in it for the long term. I think long term it's got brilliant prospects as well. If you look at what it's trying to do, onboard people into the crypto space in a seamless manner, I think Pundi X has got huge potential. But over the next 2 to 3 weeks, I think it's got big potential to double from here. Long term, even more than that as well. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate your time. And if you can go down to like button, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed as well. And I'll see you on the next video. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.